planning has become the real skill when we talk about working with AI. So today I will show you how I use Claude to actually plan a new feature. So, as for the start, I start with a messy idea. Think of it like something you want to implement, you're not really sure, you just start with that Claude. Then you have some assumptions. What's good, what's bad? What should I do? How should I implement it? And then there is this ambiguity part comes in, where you just need to know what you really want. The less ambiguity, the better the end result for you and for Claude. Then you just lock on your decision, research the system, then go and write the spec. So let me give you a real example on how I did this on my referral system. So I wanted to create some kind of referral system. That was the feature that I wanted. So I had to challenge the core assumption that multi-level referrals may be bad for the business model. I had an app that I'm working on and we need to have referrals in it. So we need to do this feature as good as possible, both technical and user. And guess what? The user base and the UX comes in first. Technical should follow. That's what AI enables us to do. So I recommend you to go first and speak at least with an AI about it. With the idea to refine, we commit by talking with Claude to the following system. One part, the point system that would be for the general user, and the referral that would be for the influencers that we are already using. Then we wanted to reduce ambiguity because just for the point system, we had question like, good, you can implement it in 5 different ways. Like you can have a price of $100, then you subtract whatever you want, the 2 points, and you're left out with $98 to pay. Or you might have something like $100 for an item, and then each point represents a percentage of that price. So then you have the points that could just go for a $50 and each point would have less value. And then you could have the following. At 50 points, you get $10 in credit in our app. Or you can get and have some packages in which at X amount of points, you unlock directly Y product. So many things that you can go on with points and so many connections. You really want to know what you have and go it with your back office stuff. And if you have any number, just look through it. For this, we wanted to reduce ambiguity, as I said. So I had gone into 12 rounds of Q&A with lots of decision. And this is the part that I want to emphasize on. And I want to give you a tip on. Use speech to text. You want to talk with Claude as much as possible. Give as much information as possible. The more you know what you want, or at least the more you're aware of what you don't know, would help you find the right direction. And for this, you just want to go back and forth with Claude. Have a question, go at it. See that Claude is superficial, press on it. You get the idea. Then you will want to lock in the decision. In my opinion, it was to clarify the rewards, some edge cases, ownership, and behavior. And especially we had to be careful on the behavior. For some users that could just go on and have one account, then 2 accounts, and build a chain like this that would just make the referral points, so 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, and would end up with guys just creating accounts to get as much freebies as possible, which is not that good. Then we had to have the research the existing code base, because guess what, even though I have a pretty strong Claude.md file, I always like to have, after knowing and after having all the information in one context window, I will just throw sub-agents at it to really get the idea of what's happening and how the implementation itself should fit and should connect to what's currently happening inside of the codebase itself. So we can map up all the system touch points, logic connecting to existing files and flows. Because here, as I said, I had the payments, and you know that you need to be careful with them. And we're talking about payments and about making products and about making discounts and giving out points and having half products price and thinking about how to integrate this in Stripe. It's a whole lot of decisions that need to be locked in and need to be connected directly. Because if it goes bad the first time, I think you better just throw the implementation away and start over. I would much more go into this than try to repair, especially with payments. then you just try to have a execution spec. One document, why I build it? Because I would like to give the entire document to 4 devs. Each dev meaning a new work tree with a new session, and always codex for implementation. So I would just have the contracts, the clear ownership, the general ideas that need to be real worked on. And the one document would have a spec that would be dev 1 takes X, dev 2 takes Y, dev 3 takes Z, and so on. So each would have its own task, but they will all know what the tasks are. So they will have some kind of overview of what's happening and how everything will connect, which goes right hand in hand with the research of the existing code base. Then we just go to build which codex would handle. So as for the key lessons, the breakthrough is not the code anymore. The breakthrough is turning the vague idea into something definitive, especially with products. You guys want to build something that's useful. And the most important thing right now, with the AI taking the hard part out of the equation, is to find the right idea. So, if you have any good idea, let me know down in the comments, and I would start to build it and show every step of it, and give tips on how I think it should go the best. See you in the next one.